The capital of Iceland's ban on dogs led to a surprising development that will probably delight some visitors, but frustrate others. Back in 1924, Reykjavik, Iceland banned dogs from living in a city for two reasons. One being that they were thought of as being more suited for the countryside. They were mostly farm dogs here. And also they were seen as not being as clean. So dogs have unfortunately been carriers of a pretty fatal or really disastrous to your health tapeworm. And since there was a fear of that spreading in the downtown area where people were living in much closer quarters, they decided to ban dogs basically to live in the countryside, but not within the city limits. This ban lasted for 60 years. And even after the ban lifted in 1984, after basically people who were living in the downtown started violating the law on purpose because they thought it was absurd, it was still tedious to get permission to own a dog or going through the process the following 22 years after that. And so the dog population has always been much lower in the city because of the strict rules. But as the title said, the ban on dogs in Reykjavik, Iceland led to something really specific that I find to be pretty fascinating and cool, and that is cats. Cats are pretty much everywhere here. They do have homes if you see them roaming around freely. Usually it's the case that they have their routine where they go from house to house. So if you are curious to see some of these cats in their hangouts, I have an awesome idea for you that I personally loved when I found out and had a chance to take part in it. Believe it or not, there is a cat walk tour that takes you around the downtown area to some of the spots of cats that are well known and some that are not as known. And it's run by a company called Your Friend in Reykjavik. And actually I partnered with them on this video to show you some of the highlights of that tour. So if this intrigues you, another added bonus is that you can save some money on your tour by using my code ALLTHINGSICELAND in caps to save 10% when you book. I'll have links in the description, but let's just jump into the tour because it is all sorts of adorable. And I'll also give a little bit of an update later on in the video about how dogs are now viewed in Reykjavik. This is Barði, one of the tour guides for the catwalk tour, and as you can see, he's wearing a shirt with cats all over it because he's obsessed with cats too and actually calls himself the cat father. He's taking us to different locations, the first one being to see the famous Baktus, who is taking a nap in the lobby of a hotel, because why not? And there's also a mural of Baktus not far from there. And as we were making our way downtown, I'm showcasing that it's Christmas time and the downtown is being decorated that way. Then went into a bookstore and Barði was giving a little bit of an explanation of a famous cat in Icelandic folklore.
Family, they have a giant black cat. That is the Yule cat. The Yule cat comes to town in December and eats everybody that doesn't get new clothes for Christmas.
Awesome about this tour is that you also go by famous locations downtown. Of course, seeing random cats on the street, but one of the ultimate things is going to the cat cafe and interacting with the little adorbies there. And there's lots of delicious treats, and included in the tour is actually some treats. But this is a new cat that was recently added to the mix. And this cat, like the other ones there, are all up for adoption. Some of them are laying around taking naps, others are interacting. They're all very friendly and curious. The treats that I ended up getting that were included in the tour was vegan hot chocolate. It was so yummy. And this huge cookie, a chocolate chip cookie. I thoroughly enjoyed eating my cookie, enjoying the cats in the atmosphere, and of course, drinking my hot cocoa with lots of delicious cream. As we were sitting and talking, Barði was showing his cat tattoos.
The Siamese cat of my parents, and after they passed away, I took him over, and he was sleeping next to me, and in the morning, he put his paw just on my pet.
The things I love about the Cat Cafe is the decor because it's so pretty and vibrant. Next up, we visited Negut, which in English means clove, and he's an adorable Bengal cat. And actually, there are cups that you can buy that show the different cats, including Negut. This is randomly off topic, but I think it's hilarious that cabbage is used as floral designs on the streets of Reykjavik. I was wondering, dogs are more widely accepted downtown and can be seen walking the streets, even though there are some strict rules. But let's get back to the cats.
This is Jonesy, and Jonesy is named after the cat from the film Alien.
You specifically have Barði as your guide. He will take you to his home to meet his 3 cats in the yard, but he let us inside his house today.
Magdalena.
You are cute.
She wakes me at 6 a.m. for breakfast. Second breakfast at 9 o'clock.
I like how she operates. Hi, Lucas.
He moved in just a couple of years ago. The neighbors, they left him and moved
You're
away.
a big boy with beautiful eyes.
And he moved in.
Okay.
And now he sleeps with me.
Hi, everybody. So if you enjoyed this awesome cat tour, definitely make sure to give it a thumbs up. And in the description, there's a link to it. And you can meet adorable Cats of Reykjavik. And of course, have Barði as your guide, hopefully, fingers crossed, because he's awesome. And these cats are so cute. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.